Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Sally Lemus. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. A dead body is discovered today in CHALAN, KANOA. Also tonight, a serious car collision is under investigation by police. And who can we expect to see in the new administration? In sports, a multi-athlete who loves to travel. Stay with us, we have these stories and more.
What's the move? She said, where you going? What's the move? Catch your groove. What's the move?
Opioids are commonly prescribed drugs. They can help ease short-term pain after surgery, an accident, or illness. Common brand names include Vicodin, Demerol, OxyContin, and Percocet. Opioids can be very addictive, and they can actually change how your brain works. Opioid misuse can lead to death. If you are prescribed an opioid medication, talk to your doctor. Always take exactly as directed, never take higher doses, keep your medication secure, and safely dispose of unused or expired medication. It only takes a little to lose a lot.
This project was supported by a grant from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and the Commonwealth Healthcare Corporation. Contents are solely the responsibility of CHCC and do not necessarily represent the official views of the CDC or the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
And there you have it, McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwich. From the makers of the world's most stolen fries. The juicy chicken sandwich from the place that offers extra napkins for a reason. The tender chicken sandwich from the creators of a sandwich phenomenon. So you won't just be biting into a chicken sandwich, you'll be biting into McDonald's new crispy, juicy, tender chicken sandwich. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Half a day to the WAMI and good evening, Commonwealth. Today is Friday, December 2nd, 2022. Topping tonight's newscast, the desperate search for a missing man comes to a tragic ending. According to the Department of Public Safety, the case is still under investigation, but here's what we know so far. The deceased is a Chuukese male who has been missing for several weeks now. Family members took it upon themselves to search places where he is known to frequent. Today at 2:20 p.m., the family discovered his body at the empty lot near the Triple J truckload store in CHALAN, KANOA. Authorities say the body was found in advanced stage of decomposition, and right now they are unable to identify the cause of death. DPS says they will release more information once the reports are finalized. A car collision in CHALAN, KANOA sends 4 individuals to the hospital. Traffic was held up in CHALAN, KANOA Thursday afternoon following a serious car collision involving 2 vehicles. According to police, the incident occurred after the morning rush hour around 9 a.m. in front of the Great Harvest Bakery and Poker Room. Videos from the scene show the extensive damage of the green Toyota RAV4 and the orange Hyundai Elantra. Authorities say the green RAV4 was heading northbound, while the orange Elantra was heading southbound, but the cause of the collision is still unclear. There were 2 passengers in each vehicle who were all treated by medics on the scene. It is reported they were fully immobilized and transported to the Commonwealth Healthcare Corporation. No fatalities have been reported so far, but DPS says the case is currently under investigation. With pending legislation that would allow lawmakers to have authority over Arpa expenditures, Governor-elect Arpa Palacios says he has no problem in signing it into law within the first 100 days in office. A measure that would allow legislators to be a part of the Arpa spending process has been left out in the cold for over a year now. But with a new governor taking office next month, it might just be signed into law.
I'm not afraid of doing that. I really am not. You know, I believe that the legislature, I've been in the legislature for 12 years. You know, we have a role. The legislature has certainly a definite role.
Governor-elect Arpa Palacios says after serving years in both the House of Representatives and the Senate, he understands the role of legislators in the spending process.
And we'll just say, okay, so we have $100 million left. What are the priorities this? And it's going to have to be a very robust discussion, but I have absolutely no problem doing that.
The Arpa bill, penned by Representative Donald Manglonia, never reached the Senate and instead was referred to the Senate Fiscal Affairs Committee for further legal review. Several Republican lawmakers raised concern on whether the legislature is able to act on appropriations by the federal government. The bill remains in the Senate committee until today. In a press conference earlier this week, Palacios says he does not intend to question the governor's action of excluding the legislature. Rather, he wants to share the power with incoming lawmakers.
I'm not going to question the governor's reasoning for doing that and excluding the legislature from the process of Arpa right now. I'm not. That's over and done with. But you ask a very pointed question to me today that would I be amenable to having the legislature be part of the process? Absolutely.
The transition of a new administration is underway here in the CNMI. Who will be a part of it? Let's take a listen. The Palacios-Apateng victory in this year's runoff election is fostered by the endorsement of Democrats Tina Sablan and Leila Staffler. Immediately following the results of the November 8 general election, the former gubernatorial candidates asked their supporters to vote for Palacios-Apateng in the runoff election. The two teams then created a unity pledge, laying out their shared visions and commitments to the people if elected. The CNMI government will now be remodeled into a bipartisan administration.
At this point, Arnold and Dave have asked us, and other Democrats as well, to assist in the transition, and we have agreed to help.
Sablan says the details of her involvement in the incoming administration will be ironed out in the coming days.
I am looking for ways to serve, and if there is an opportunity to serve that I'm qualified for, I will apply, as everybody else should.
Former Lieutenant Governor candidate Leila Staffler says she will also be applying for the transition team and will also continue to serve for Precinct 5.
I just want to say that a lot of our supporters have also expressed interest in seeing us continue to work with the team, and that's kind of what's motivated me to continue to consider it, because I know that a lot of our supporters, you know, the Democrats that did decide to vote in this runoff election, really know that in order for the pledge to come through, they feel like they want to see our involvement in there, and for their because of their support, because of their dedication throughout this long election process. For them, I will do whatever I can to serve.
Governor-elect Arno Palacios says his transition team will include independents, Democrats, and also apolitical individuals. All right, coming up, a missed hotel restaurant is back in service. Stay tuned.
Fast, fun, and easy. That's how your home Wi-Fi should be. So start with an internet plan that fits your budget. Introducing your home Wi-Fi starter pack, also known as WISP. Enjoy up to 25 megabits per second for as low as $35 a month. Plus, a free router with your wireless subscription. That's hours of movies, games, social media, and more endless fun. Get your Wi-Fi starter pack today only at Docomo Pacific. Better together. Additional conditions may apply.
I'm Lovin' It takes on new meaning this December 3rd at the McDonald's Golf Classic held on the East Course at Lau Lau Bay on Saipan. Find out more at the McDonald's main office or online at mcdonaldsguamandsaipan.com. 6 a.m. show and 7 a.m. go. Shotgun start, medal play format, hole-in-one prizes that will make you cheer. Hole it and drive home a new car, Lexus, Nissan, Hyundai, all with keys nearby. So don't leave it short. Who's your caddy? And it's all for a good cause. The tournament benefits the Jose and Ruri Azuzu Foundation. McDonald's Golf Classic 2022, December 3rd at Lau Lau Bay.
This portion is being brought to you by McDonald's. At McDonald's, I'm loving it.
Welcome back to the Channel 2 News. The CNMI Office of Veteran Affairs will be holding a town hall meeting next week. The CNMI Office of the Governor and Veteran Affairs are inviting all veterans residing on Saipan to attend a town hall meeting on December 13. The meeting will be held at the American Memorial Park Theater from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. The town hall meeting is called by Major General Reginald Neal, Deputy Commanding General of the U.S. Army Pacific, to engage in a forum with all veterans, allowing them to voice their concerns, needs, and challenges. All interested veterans are encouraged to ask any question they may have. Again, this is scheduled for December 13 at the AMP Theater beginning at 6 p.m. Lots of businesses are still recovering from the pandemic. One of the island's favorite restaurants says now is the time to get up. Kevin's Prime Rib and Seafood is reopening their doors to the public with a new executive chef and a new wine on the menu. VIP guests were invited to a wine tasting night on Thursday.
We welcome some of our guests who are usually coming to Kevin, and we would like to thank them for the support that they given to us during those hard time that we experienced in the island. So welcoming you back to Kevin, and try and experience our new menu with my new executive chef.
Their new executive chef, Enoch Lee, is originally from Korea and began his cooking journey in some of the major hotels in Seoul. He spent 10 years at the Park Hyatt Seoul and 5 years at Westin Hotel before moving here as the opening chef at the Aqua Resort Club, Saipan. Kevin celebrated their 5th anniversary with wine tasting last night, where Chef Lee was officially introduced.
For tonight, I prepared food, focused wine with pairing with wines, Chardonnay, and then Cabernet Sauvignon, and then Merlot, everything. I try to the nice match, nice balance with the wine and dessert also.
This holiday season, Kevin's will be serving dinner every Thursdays and Sundays from 6 to 10 p.m. Another great addition to their service is new wine acquired from one of their partners in Guam, Pacific Wines and Spirits. General Manager Sachiko Mofnes.
They're very supportive also, even during COVID time. We are having a hard time to be in ship any kind of wine, very difficult to bringing in, but they're supported us.
Keith Stewart, better known as the Guam Food Guy, was part of the wine tasting last night.
Tonight we have an event which is featuring a new wine that's being launched called Aniti, the spirit of the island. And there's like 5 varietals to this wine. So we're going to have it explained tonight, and people can taste for themselves what the tastes are, the flavor, how it enhances their experience. And, but the Aniti means spirit of the island. Spirit of the island. So this is in reverence to all the folks who've been here in Saipan for generations, and their elders who've gone on, passed on. This is honoring them, honoring old traditions.
Dan Matsuno from PWS says Aniti took about a year before its official launch.
We've developed this wine. It's a French wine. It's from France. It's a Vin de Pays. And we've had 4 or 5 varietals. We have a Cab, a Chard, a Merlot, a Zinfandel, and our Sauvignon Blanc, and a Shiraz. So we developed it, and we're launching it with Aqua Resort, and also other hotels in Guam and Saipan.
For more information on reservations, you can call the Aqua Resort Club Saipan. All right, folks, don't go anywhere. We have sports up next.
Need a new phone? Trade in now and get up to $500 off our best 5G devices. Trade in your older phone in any condition and step up to better savings and speeds only our 5G network can provide. Check out our website and catch up on the best mobile experience. Trade in now. Docomo Pacific. Better together.
Green sea turtles and hawksbill turtles call the Mariana Islands home. They are an important part of the marine ecosystem. They are under threat, and they are protected under CNMI law. Keep plastic out of the ocean. Keep vehicles off the beach. Use the Sea Turtle Stranding Hotline if you see poaching activities or if you see a turtle in trouble. Call 287-8537 and save a turtle.
The Tan Su Lin Foundation promotes the culture of giving back. The foundation and its generous partners are committed to supporting programs that include health, education, and sports. Initiatives that promote arts and culture, the environment, and tourism will benefit our community and our residents. Giving back and making a difference will help ensure that the island paradise we call home will be a better place to live.
Tonight's sports brought to you in part by Tan Holdings through the Tan Su Lin Foundation, making communities a better place to live.
Buenas sports fans.
For tonight's KSPN Sports Report, our Milan Goodwin speaks with one of her fellow Lady Dolphins that shoots, paddles, and spikes. Let's meet our young star.
Dream as if you'll live forever. Live as if you'll die today. A quote from LeBron James.
Young Star Shining, brought to you by the Tan Su Lin Foundation.
Our young star for tonight is a 17-year-old basketball player from Marianas High School. Here is Callista Claver McDonald.
Hi, my name is Callista Claver McDonald, and I'm a senior at MHS.
Callista started playing basketball before middle school and has continued playing the sport to this day. Callista finds that her favorite part of basketball is playing in games.
I would have to say definitely the games, just because the intensity and the crowd, and it's a great environment that I love.
In her position as the big, which is under the hoop, and as a leader, Callista focuses on working together with her team.
What's the hardest part? Teamwork, or like building teamwork for sure, but I think that our team this year has really have really good teamwork.
While Callista was born on Saipan, at the age of 4, she got the chance to travel quite a bit.
So I was born on Saipan, but after living here for 4 years, my mom got a job at the U.S. Embassy, and so that required us to move around every 3 years. And so I lived in Belgium for 2 years, El Salvador for 3 years, Germany for 3 years, Spain for 3 years, Thailand was a year because of COVID.
During Callista's first years in high school in Spain, her basketball team traveled to London to play.
Well, at my old schools, when I was a freshman and sophomore, we got the chance to go to London because our schools were connected with that whole tournament, and so we got to travel a lot.
Last year, Callista moved back home to Saipan to finish out high school.
What I like about coming back here is I'm able to be with friends that I wasn't able to grow up with, and that was definitely one of the main reasons I came back, because I wanted to be with everyone before we all graduated.
Now at Marianas High School, Callista has taken her past experience and channeled it into not only basketball, but a variety of sports as well. Callista recently started playing volleyball and paddling for outrigger at MHS.
Well, for outrigger, I recently started that, and I think it's such an amazing sport that MHS has to offer, as well as the other schools, because you get to be in the water, which I don't usually do a lot of water sports, and so doing that is a lot more fun.
Callista says that her favorite aspect of volleyball is getting the chance to spike the ball and perfect her spike, despite having played volleyball for fewer years than basketball.
My favorite part about volleyball is spiking, just because it's such a great move that I've been able to perfect over the time.
And then when did you start playing volleyball?
I started playing volleyball in high school instead of middle school, because middle school was more basketball.
Here is Callista's advice for other young athletes.
I would say definitely find a sport that you enjoy, because I would say I was very confused about the sports that I enjoyed, and I would put a lot of time and effort into it, and it would just be wasting my time. And I think now that I've found sports that I truly want to commit to, it makes it a lot more interesting and fun.
Young Star Shining, brought to you by the Tan Su Lin Foundation.
What's the move?
freshness. It's the overall reason beer drinkers choose draft beer. And that's the reason Godfather's is making a serious commitment to offering their customers a full lineup of draft beer on tap. Choose from Lagunitas IPA, Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, Lost Coast Downtown Brown Ale, Fat Tire, Blue Moon, and more. All competitively priced. Godfather's Bar now serving the island's widest selection of ice-cold beer right from the tap. Godfather's Bar, where everybody's family.
And for the KSPN weather report, mostly cloudy with scattered showers and thunderstorms. Breezy with an east wind 18 to 22 miles per hour with a gust as high as 32 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly cloudy east-northeast wind 16 to 21 miles per hour with gusts up to 25 miles per hour. High 85, low 79, the humidity 89%. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, mostly sunny with isolated showers. Breezy with east wind 17 to 22 miles per hour with gusts as high as 31 miles per hour. High 86, low 78. The high risk of rip currents through Tuesday afternoon next week. High surf advisory in effect from 6 p.m. this evening to 6 a.m. on Monday. Large breaking waves of 8 to 12 feet expected in the surf zone, creating dangerous rip currents in north and east facing reefs of Rota, Tinian, Saipan, and Agrihen. In the marine forecast, smallcraft advisory in effect through Monday afternoon. Combined seas of 6 to 9 feet will slowly build through the weekend, likely becoming hazardous today with seas peaking in the 10 to 12 foot range Sunday. East wind 15 to 20 knots, wind waves 3 to 4 feet, north east swell 7 to 9 feet. The sunrise will be at 6:27 a.m., high tide 3:39 p.m., low tide 10:20 p.m., and the sunset 5:44 p.m. And that does it for your Friday edition of the news, sports, and weather here in the Commonwealth. As always, we thank you so much for watching the Channel 2 News. We hope you have a great night, a great weekend, and we'll see you back on Monday with more.